much chatting yet, have we? The difference to the other video. Couldn't shut up.
Couldn't shut you up,
Didn't
yeah.
shut up on the last one. Right, so we're having a thrifty little project, yeah. I've made these little planters, the white ones, for some strawberries, and I've done 8 of them in total. But if you've seen the last video, you'll see that there's we haven't got a very big front garden, so
or a back garden,
or a back garden, or a house, or anything, or a workshop. Yeah, it's all tiny, or a. So trying to make the best use of the space really. So the planters that we've made, they're I think 700 wide. So the idea is I'm going to cut some of this lath. Like I said, this is a thrifty project. This is using what you got and what you're recycling. So we recycle the stuff I've made the boxes out of. That was one of my neighbour's fence that he's had replaced. It's blew down, so I've stripped all the panels off, so it's like pallet wood. And then I've pushed it through a machine, just so it's all the same thickness, and I've mortared it round and put base in it and whatever. Now I want to make a stand so that I can literally have, in this small space, I can have a box, a box, a box, a box. So I'm going to have 2 sets of effectively like a ladder, with the boxes sitting on so that they can all catch the sunshine, and maybe even if I water the top on it, might even drain into the one underneath, so you know, it might be.
And this is also recycled from my nan.
Yeah, and then I had some 3x2 timber, or 2x3 if you're a Yank, that I took off the fences, which I was going to use, but I needed a little bit more, and Jodie's nan had just donated us a couple of old fence posts, so we've cut them down and made use of them. So there's the 2 legs. I'm planning on cutting the last to sort of this sort of length, and then I'm thinking of housing them in so it'll be stronger, because obviously it's going to have a bit of weight with the box and all the soil in, so that they sit and stand out to here, so that the boxes can sit on all the way down. My original plan, I was going to cut a triangle that kind of comes out like that on each one, so that the boxes can sit almost like, so it'll go up on steps, but I haven't quite got enough timber for that, so I had to have a change of plan. So I'll cut some of these, get back to you. Okay, so what I've done is I've divided equally, I don't know if you can see them on the camera, equally the spaces in between where I want basically the shelf support to go, and then the box is going to sit there, and there'll be a shelf support there and a box there and a shelf support there and all the way up. I'm probably going to just nip the top of that off. So what I've done is I've marked them all out to their right on the one piece. I keep this one as my pattern, and then transfer the marks, like this one and this one are now a pair, because I've marked them together as a pair. So if I keep the top flush, and I've paired them together so all the marks basically coincide with each other as a pair, and then this one I'll do exactly the same. One more game of Jenga. It's normally good policy to cut one and check it, but on this occasion I forgot. So just cross your fingers and your toes.
Good.
Anybody want a maths lesson? Which will be absolutely hilarious coming from me, really. Obviously this is going to be leaning up the house. The ground's level, the house is level. So this top cut is 70 degrees. So you want to be adding whatever, to get the angle of the bottom one, you basically want to make it up to 90. So if that's 70 degrees, that seat cut is going obviously going the other way. That one will be 20. So little small match lesson for you there. And obviously these ones coming through that are going to stand horizontal when it's up that way, these ones will be at 20 degrees as well. That's it.
Very good.
How was that?
That was brilliant.
I feel smoke coming out my left ear now. So that's the top. That's the bottom. It's going to stand up the wall like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to recess these in because it will just be stronger. I'm going to put a load of. I'm going to set the depth. I am going to set the depth of this blade, which is what I've done there, to the thickness of one of these. There it is, inch thick like that. When the blade goes through, the blade's going to go through to that pencil line there.
Yeah.
Yep, see that? So I'm going to go cut, 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 and then knock the little bits out and clean it up with the chisel. Like my goggles?
You look really good.
What's that? My motorbike goggles. Obviously I've done everything with power tools, but everything I have done you could obviously do with hand tools instead. So that's it. Clean the meat out there. Glow on them.
It looks scratched.
Pardon? Big pad. I finished routing out the uprights there. And I've done all 4 of them. There's obviously 2 lefts and 2 rights, and then I've got the supports which are basically going to hold them parallel at the width that I want them. And then these are all the supports which are going to come out horizontally, and then the plant that's going to sit on top of there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pre-drill each one. Right, I'm going to go about fitting the shelf supports, but before I do that I just wanted to say, obviously everything that I've done so far, I've actually got, because I'm a carpenter by trade, access to all tools, which obviously I'm going to use because it's going to make my life easier. But the reality, this isn't fine joinery by any stretch. I mean, you're going to look at it, it's all recycled, you know, cheap basically.
Free.
Yeah, you don't get much cheaper than that. But realistically, if you had these 3 tools and maybe a chisel, which everybody's pretty much going to have them too anyway. I mean, you might have to get a sliding bevel. I mean, I think this one's a cheap one really from Toolstation. It's probably less than £5. You know, you could do this job with like next to no tools. I mean, like I said, you don't even need to drill because you could recycle the nails that you've taken out when you've dismantled the pallet, fencing, whatever it is that you're making it out of, and you could even drop them in there and put a nail in there instead. It's probably worth saying that obviously I've grooved these out so that these sit in, because that is going to be, I mean, so much stronger than if you just nailed them on the side. However, you could probably get away with just nailing them on the side, but instead of putting 1 screw you'd have to put 2 in there, because obviously if you put 1 in there it's just going to do this, so you're going to need 2. So you'd want to put one as far back as you can get it, and one as close to the front as you can get it, and that'll give it the maximum strength. In all honesty, if I put 2 screws in there, that's probably strong enough, but I've just backed this up by grooving it out, and I think it's just going to look a lot prettier being a smooth finish on the inside as well. So I'm going to stick a little bit of glue in there. Again, this is probably not overly necessary. This is probably just going to help more with the longevity of it, because it is going to be sat outside, and this part here that's not going to get a coat of fence paint or whatever it is we put on there. If water starts creeping in there, end grain just likes to soak up water. So more than anything else, it's just to protect it from the water, weather.
And what glue?
That's just PVA glue. That's it. So I've put all these the same. I've done obviously a left and a right hand. I'm going to glue all these in, and all I'm doing is I'm keeping that cut, because I've cut all of these exactly the same. Keep that cut flush with the back, and then that'll be that then. So I'll screw all these in. Doesn't really matter where you put these. I mean, obviously you want one at the top, one at the bottom, and you could probably even put one in the middle. But if you just pick the same point on each side, which is what I've done, 1 point there, 1 point there, and then the same, I've just picked that top mark. Yeah, and that's it. It shouldn't be too far away from being square then. That should be it. That should lean up the wall like that. Try sitting there, jobs are good. Doing a cracking job there, but oh, look who's followed you out. What a surprise. There he is. Jodie's shadow. You alright, Ty? It's hot to me. You hot, kid?
He's hot, but he still likes to be in the sun.
They look better now, they're all brown, don't they?
Well, yeah, but the only thing is, I think we should have sanded the green up.
My sand is broken. Well, what I was going to do was that green, the bit that I've put the stands on, the bits that stick out horizontal, I was going to put them on the inside, weren't I? That's why I cleaned up the other side of the wood. But I actually thought when they was cut in, they looked quite good, so. Rough and ready, that's the vibe we're going for, isn't it, lad?
Yeah, but if I meant like this green bit here, look, can you see it?
I can see it.
Oh yeah, down there. I think all this looks lovely.
I know, because that was going to be the outside, wasn't it? It was going to be the outside, and then I thought that it looked quite nice where I'd cut them in. So, as a feature, I thought.
It looks lovely for recycled free wood.
Free wood, recycled.
And also
old fence paint.
Yeah.
And my mate gave me that, so that was free as well.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, the reusing and recycling is not really my my thing, to be honest. I mainly like to buy new and make it all new, but
yeah, but this is good, isn't it?
Yeah, enjoying it actually.
We can't get out.
We can't get out and buy anything. So we're just trying to do a few bits without spending any money, aren't we, Jode?
Yeah. What did you say, more now?
because I was talking to you.
Oh.
You want me to speak and then say somebody else's name?
No, you said spending any money. Isn't that Joe?
Oh, well. I'll let everybody else make up their own mind there. Anyway, keep up the good work, Jode. I'll come back to you when you've finished, alright, Bab?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.